Hi, welcome back. Thanks for showing up. My name is Matt, I am Soup's History, and today, in case you missed the tag, we're watching Lanterns. I'm pretty excited. I don't know a lot about Green Lantern, I'm going to be honest. Obviously, my focus on the channel is Superman. And I know a lot about Batman just because when Batman 89 came out, I started loving it back then. And Green Lantern, obviously he comes in and out of the DC universe a lot. He's a big, important character. And so I know things, I know Sinestro. I remember when Blackest Night hit in the mid-2000s and, we had a Black Lantern and a Red Lantern and a Yellow Lantern and a Green Lantern, obviously. And I know that there is a Sinestro character, and I know the Council of OA, is that what it is? Who kind of helps run the Lantern Corps. I know that we have a couple on Earth, which considering, depending on what parts of the DC you are in, we're not even a very big spacefaring community in the universe. And we have Superman, and we have, other heroes. So the fact that Green Lantern, at least it looks like from these trailers and whatnot, we've got both Guy Gardner from Superman with David Cornsett, and is it Hal Jordan? Hal Jordan, yes. So those are a few things that I know about Green Lantern. What I'm hoping may happen in the middle of this is that it starts to spark other things that oh yes, I know this about the Green Lanterns, and oh yes, I know this. But I'm really excited about the DCU. I loved Superman. I really enjoyed Creature Commandos. I so loved Supergirl. There were things I loved and things I didn't love. So I'm excited to watch that again, and I'll probably put it here when I do. And hey, let's just get into Lanterns because I'm very excited about this. So I unfortunately still have not found my other headphones. I don't know what happened to them, so I'm still using these crappy old ones, but DC Studios. 1996.
Someone calling himself Green Lantern. Then
I don't get nervous. Part of the job description.
That's probably Aaron Pierre's younger self back in 96. And of course Kyle Chandler, who was also coaching a football team back in 1996. So little I know he was also Green Lantern.
And really?
What a haircut.
Just that I'm a regular person.
So I guess Guy Gardner came after that then. That's interesting. You can imagine, how much that would piss off Guy Gardner that he has to be the second.
Damn it, come on, John, turn the TV off.
Well, I'm the only one here. But we're like beat cops, only...
And here we are, the little version of him proving that he's not scared that his mom's going to come in and watch him watching TV.
So you gonna tell me his real name?
Hal something.
How?
Yes, sir.
Outside, now.
Oh boy. What the F is happening?
Are you afraid?
no, sir.
Okay, this has gone very differently than what I thought was going to happen. Clearly they were setting up... just trying to trick me. That's all they were doing. The buttheads. Well, I'm excited to find out the lore of all this, right? Where Guy Gardner comes from, why the Green Lanterns have more than one here on Earth, and, why they're eventually going to take this guy to become a Green Lantern. My boogie shoes. Boogie shoes. It is fun because they're already setting up the whole True Detective angle, right?
How come it is every time you say sir, it sounds more and more like... have no idea. Sir.
Two partners who don't get along.
I think that you're hot shit, but you're just a fucking substitute teacher, Junior. You're not ready to get up in front of the class and take a ring says you are.
This was in that trailer, which is funny because obviously, like, it's so early in the show, as they tend to do with these trailers, where you're like, you see everything in the first, like, half of the show or half of the movie.
There's a taco stand up the road about 3 miles. I'll meet you there.
Love this. What'd he do?
I can be cool.
Good. You want this, right?
Of course I want this.
Just stay the course, and this job is yours.
I love this dynamic already.
Yeah, I will.
Shit. Am I dead?
What?
You're wearing my ring. Piss you off? Because if I did, I'm sorry.
You, Hal Jordan. Sorry.
That's right.
I must have a concussion.
2016, it's interesting. So we are pre-Superman.
Oh, good. You can fly us there, then. I haven't taught you how to fly yet, have I?
Okay, I am loving all of this already so much. This has been really great. It's so great. It's just like all the relationships already are already so established, and it's just so perfect. It's so good so far already. I love everything.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
She misses the suit.
I didn't say that.
Tell your mom I still wear it on special occasions.
Because we saw him in that 96 interview, he was wearing the suit, so it is kind of interesting that he's given it up. I'm sure there's a story behind it, and I'm sure it's a story behind why he backed himself up 10 years ago and hasn't done so since. Amazing.
Fucking died.
You want me to train you? I'm training you.
In the most douchebaggy way ever.
Save yourself.
Why only on special occasions?
It's like when you're young and eager and you like to prove yourself, so you wear a tie so people will take you seriously. But when you get older and wiser, you realize ties are a pain in the ass.
In Rushville, Nebraska.
Pay the check.
What the? He's got to go the normal way. Rent a car. Oh, this is really great. You know, it's fun because it's one of those where you're like, we could be doing this the classic way where he like trains him appropriately, but no, this way the training is more like dickery. You know what I mean? He's just effing with him the whole time. He's like, you're gonna learn, but you're gonna learn the hard way. That's a fun setup. You know, and it's different too. I don't know. I shouldn't say it's different from Marvel because while it feels different, it's not like Marvel. It doesn't feel Marvel. It's funny in the Marvel way, and I don't know. I was gonna say, you know, like the heroes in Marvel aren't like this, like down and.
Don't you think?
John Stewart with Hal Jordan for partners.
And heroes aren't loved like they are in the Marvel universe.
You ditched me.
I was testing you, seeing if you had it in you to get yourself here on your own. Well, it seems kind of mellow for a mass shooting, don't you think?
They're in shock.
Or nobody knows the victims. Does anybody seem extra upset to you down there? You see anybody standing with the bodies? Say it with me now. Aliens.
I love those little things that he picked up, like no one was mourning the bodies. They didn't know who the victims were. Let's see what else they pick up. I'm sure it's going to be fun.
All in visitor sweatshirts. And still none of this explains why you think it has anything to do with aliens.
Except for the few things he's already mentioned.
You know, I've been doing this job since you were a baby. I'm the only person on this whole goddamn planet that's ever done this job. I say I got a fucking feeling. I got a fucking feeling,
It's
Junior.
hail in Rushville, Nebraska. You've been monitoring this exact spot. Hail obviously means aliens. Christ, they even sound the fucking same.
As long as I'm alive, that ain't changing. And I don't plan on dying anytime soon, so why don't you do yourself a big favor and take a nice long deep breath, Junior?
We're all pretty convinced that Kyle Chandler's going to die by the end of this, right? Like, I mean, maybe not episode 1 or episode 2, but...
If you were about to tell me about the redneck in the short sleeves who ditched his only warm clothes so we wouldn't put him with the other victims, I'm trying to make sure he doesn't get spooked and start shooting.
I love her. I already love her. That's fun. The training kid. See, if he had the ring, he could have just jumped that fence. Why does this kind of remind me of the scene in Men in Black when Will Smith is chasing down the one alien, and as soon as he grabs him, he does the thing with the eyes? So I feel like it's going to happen right here. It's like he's going to get to the end of this run, and then all of a sudden, like, bloop!
You thirsty?
Yeah, I just ran my ass off. I could use a water. It'd be great. Gatorade, maybe? Oh my god. Now it's interesting because...
Tell me how you got it. The ring.
You know how I got it.
Yeah.
Well, I got it the old-fashioned way. I sure as hell didn't interview for it.
Oh, well, shit, maybe you should have. And power like that, shouldn't you have to work for it? Excel, prove yourself, instead of just getting randomly selected.
Why do you give a shit how I got my ring?
Because I think that's why we're in goddamn Nebraska.
It's pretty fucking intense.
You think you're
He
funny?
pulled the John Mulaney. Shit. If you don't know that story, there's a great bit that Mulaney has about...
And the jukebox was 3 plays for $1. So we put in $7 and selected 21 plays of Tom Jones's What's New Pussycat. And then we ordered and waited.
Putting in... I can't even remember what song he put in, but it just kept going on and on in this diner, and he and his friends were just cracking up about it. It's really good. And also awful, much like it is here. I think he's just picking a fight.
And this responsibility is now yours, as the ring has chosen you to be my successor. Oh, fuck. Did I know what sovereignty meant? Hell no, I did. And then he said 2 more words. His last words. And only he kind of whispered them, so I'm never really sure whether he said good luck or oh, fuck. Anyway, turns out Earth's way off grid, out of their jurisdiction, galactic fucking backwater. Human getting the ring isn't a fucking fluke. Big blue bosses, they never want any lantern coming near our little shithole planet.
Okay.
And that's why my gut always told me I'd crash with no accident. When it says there's a shitstorm en route, I make sure there's a lookout to tell me when it's fucking coming.
The hologram.
Hologram. That's clever.
Thank you.
It's not that clever.
Here you go again.
Hey, so help me God, if that song plays one more time, I'm gonna put you inside that fucking jukebox!
You wanna fight? You wanna go to jail. You wanna go to jail so you can talk to that guy that Mr.
Okay, so that's what I was going to say, which of course now we have a little more backstory on. But it's interesting because, you know, obviously he's either over the fact that he's Green Lantern, or he is just never really learned in the first place, like the proper way to be a Green Lantern.
They're kicking the shit out of me, so you're gonna be tempted to jump in, but I need you to stay right here.
Will do.
I'll be happy to see you get your ass kicked, buddy.
Thanks.
So I don't know which one of those it is, but it's great. And then of course, you know, now he's using this as an example of how to like.
What the fuck is your problem with roller skating?
You gonna say yes? He didn't get down on one knee, but
Ring's a ring.
No, I don't think he wants me to have this ring. No, I'm just on the job.
Being a space cop.
Oh.
I told you I was a space cop.
I mean, your partner is one. Figured you were two. Bosses.
He's giving out too much information. I don't like it.
Everybody's got bosses.
You're the backup quarterback.
I'm patient.
No, you're not.
It's so funny. Who's this woman? I thought she was an alien. Maybe not. I still think she's an alien. By the way, this definitely is not a Marvel movie.
I'm gonna give you a light.
So weird. I don't know what's happening, but I like it.
He's in a bit of a mood because I locked him in our broom closet.
It's almost as if he wanted to get arrested, so I threw him in jail next to the suspect I told him he couldn't talk to.
I did tell him it was a stupid plan.
You should have told him louder.
How does the defendant plead?
With all due respect, Your Honor, come on.
Come on.
He's so ridiculous.
I asked which bureau you are an agent of.
I'm Green Lantern.
Of the Green Lantern Corps.
Green Lantern. So.
Yeah, but the deference was pretty cheeky, Your Honor.
Cheeky, Mr. Jordan?
Yeah, don't answer that.
Oh, who's this?
Reasonable bail, even understanding Mr. Jordan is technically a flight risk.
Flight risk.
Because
he can fly.
He can fly.
Yes.
This guy.
But I tend to find that strangers who give me a couple $100,000, no strings attached, usually turn out to be bad guys. Of course they are. Small town, everyone's.
I'd be offended if that wasn't absolutely true. Billy Macon, you must be John.
What's that?
You like barbecue?
Junior here's a vegan. He doesn't believe in anything that causes enjoyment.
They, obviously it's the first episode, so they got to set a lot of things up. But it's just like layer after layer of things. There's some kind of alien thing. This is where Hal was taken when he got the ring. We have this double craziness going on right now because we've got the lawyer who's married to the sheriff, and now they're pulling up to the ranch, and there's guys with machine guns. Like, this is just like, it's just asking question, and you're just like, yes, because obviously they got 8 more episodes or whatever it is, more to go. So you're just like, okay, let's just start layering everything in now, get you really interested. And you're like, oh, okay, so they've got some kind of militia going on or something.
Militia.
I win.
Like a duck shoots an AR-15 like a duck, blah, 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 duck.
Blah, 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 duck. I wonder if he knows Howard the Duck. Oh, that's Marvel. Bad reference, Matt. Bad reference. This is interesting with it being 2016 too, right? Because obviously...
How you doing?
Sorry. I gotta take this. Dad's waiting in the kitchen for you, gentlemen.
Abandon you in the... It's interesting with this militia, being related to the sheriff and all, like, that seems like a conflict of interests of some kind.
How about a beer?
God, yes.
Oh, here.
It's not too late. You can just fly on home. Spare yourself the moment not too long from now when you wish you'd never come to this place.
No.
He's like, no, I gotta know what's going on. Oh, it's that guy.
Exciting enough, Hal Jordan.
I can't remember his name, but
kitchen, but with
it's that guy.
Beer. I'm truly blessed.
At least
territory, even with a weapon of mass destruction on your finger. That's either trust or arrogance.
Oh, he's trust. I'm arrogant.
Man after my own heart.
You got a nice place here, Will.
Because of the goddamn aliens, son. Why the f*** else?
Which would be 20 years ago, I guess, because it was 96 at the beginning, so a lot of goodwill Hal Jordan may or may not have garnered in the last 20 years.
Let's see.
You know, at least they're on the same page on this thing, right? Like, they both think that this is not good.
Grandma! Grandma, I got one too! Toby, sweetheart.
You live here?
Zoe Macon.
This is so bad!
Now you have my name.
Come on, sweetheart. Let's go find everyone. Come on.
Oh no. Oh no. Well, I knew she had to come back. That's why I thought she was an alien, right? Like, I thought that it was going to be something big. I did not imagine it was going to be some kind of crazy soap opera reveal where it's like she turns out to be the wife of the bad guy.
That's the thing, Will. I don't know what your interests are.
2 of my boys almost got killed last night in a shootout with men no one's ever seen before. How about we both want to protect the planet from anybody not born on it? Hope I didn't mess up your tofu, soldier.
No, sir. It's delicious.
Good. Nothing better than eating off another man's grill.
What's that all about?
You're not gonna like it.
I might have slept with his wife.
Might have.
I totally slept with his wife.
I definitely slept.
Oh no.
And he knows?
Apparently.
Apparently.
Jesus Christ, we've only been here 24 hours.
Oh my god.
I'm impressed.
The show, y'all, it's so good. They really are knocking it out of the park. I'm sure there are going to be people out there who hate this, and I can't wait to read about it. But they're going to be picking nits if they're going to do that.
Where did Harry Potter go to school?
Excuse me?
Harry Potter, boy wizard.
What was the name of the school?
It was a book.
Well, I don't read a lot.
Well, you go to the movies, don't you? They only made like 22 of them.
Oh, I watch a lot of football.
Well, that's the rub, isn't it?
What?
Pretending to be someone that you're not. Hal Jordan, Green Lantern. Charged by the Guardians of the Universe to protect Sector 2814 from all extraplanetary threats. And you, Waylon, are one of them.
Good Christ, he really is full of himself, isn't he? Can't be easy, having to learn from someone you don't respect.
I do respect him.
Come on.
I do.
Why?
He's just unconventional.
Let's say you're right.
Oh, fuck.
That I'm not of this salty, smelly world, a visitor who went to great trouble to hide himself well, and learn the arcane rules of pointless contests involving balls that somehow captivate more attention than the deteriorating atmosphere or the hunger of its least fortunate people. Let those who worship evil's might beware my power. Green Lantern's light.
Harry Potter went to Hogwarts, you ignorant alien fuck.
Are you beeping?
Should we go? We should go.
It's too late.
Why are you here?
Why else? Vengeance.
Okay, I knew he was going to die, but I really didn't think it was going to be in the first episode. Oh, crap.
Told you he was an alien.
Is that the end? I did not expect a 10-year jump. Oh my gosh, that is so crazy. 10-year jump. We're in the current DCU timeline now. Uh-oh. Is that what used to be the town? Oh, no, that's the old side of the militia. I cannot believe this is happening. This is crazy. The show is so good. And I'm sorry I'm not talking more, but it's so good. I'm trying to catch everything.
That's good.
Okay. Well, Hal's definitely dead, right? Already at this point, 2026.
Anyone else know?
So we're going to be going back and forth in time now. 2016, 2026. We're going to see what happened to the militia. But the fact that it continues in 2026 is very interesting. Because it's like we didn't wrap it up back then. Oh. Did Hal go missing? What? Another mystery! Let's just add all the layers, shall we? Is this where Guy came from? He stole the ring? What is happening? Why are we at the end? Alright, credits are rolling, y'all. Let David Lindelof. Tom King. Alright. Let's just talk about it, y'all, because it's crazy. I don't even know what to say. First of all, I'm still learning this whole reaction thing, and it's hard for me to, my ADHD with like having to talk, but then also having to watch and keep track of what the fuck is going on is very hard. And so like I want to say things so that the reaction is interesting, but then I miss things, and I don't want to miss things. There's nothing because there's nothing worse when I'm watching a reaction of somebody and then they miss some important point and then they're talking about the wrong point the whole time and you're just like, no, you missed it. I guess I just need to let that go. First of all, I am somebody who, for the most part, likes things. So know that first going in. There was only one episode of the 9 that I watched of Superman the Animated Series that I didn't like. And so, and I talk about it. But all the rest of them I enjoyed. This is very interesting. This has lots of stuff layering in it. Not only does it have lots of story in it, but it also is like very subtly, which is always the best way to do these things, very subtly also trying to say something, you know, everyone's an alien depending on where you're from. That's not exactly how they say it in the episode, but that's exactly it. That's such an interesting point that I won't get into, but very poignant. Even more subtle was the idea of empathy that they talked about in this, you know, of just like trying to understand what it means to be human, which is interesting, but it's not even so much that, but it was the much more subtle part of them talking about just trying to understand where everybody comes from, man. It's interesting. There were lots of other points, and I'll gloss over them, but I'm sure you saw it. Maybe that's what everyone's chief complaint, for those who want to complain about it, will be. I'm moving on. The story was fantastic. Certainly bringing in a reason why Green Lantern has to be involved. You know, it's interesting because during the Silver Age, there was a lot of like Superman in outer space and stuff, which is harder to do when you have a Green Lantern Corps that exists in your timeline, right? Because you're like, well, then what the heck is Hal doing? You know what I mean? Or with John Stewart also, and then why does Superman need to get involved? Which may be why they've cut back on a lot of Superman's like extragalactic activities. I don't know. It's interesting. It's fun if you look at some of the Superman shows, like even Superman the animated series. There is no Green Lantern Corps. There's not even so much Batman, just so that way they can give Superman the ability to do more things, right? It's easier to tell stories when you don't have a connected universe, just because then it's like, well, isn't that something Green Lantern should be doing? Why is Superman doing it, Obviously, you can write a line in the script where you're like, Hal's off learning something important by the Council of OA or, whatever, or he's fighting Sinestro on blah, 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 blah planet. Whatever it may be, obviously you can write it off easily, but especially when you have a whole corps, when you have like other Green Lanterns from other places, I guess there's no reason to go extragalactic with Superman. I don't know. That's just me connecting it back to Superman. I really don't know what else to say to wrap this up other than I said so much of it during the watch of just like, I love the stuff they are setting up. I love the training dynamic that they have already. The not like just straight, let's teach it, but let's instead like crash the car and see if you can learn to get out of it. It's funny that he couldn't fly yet, because I feel like if I had the ring, that'd be the first thing I would do, probably learn to fly, because that's like all of those like quizzes where they're like, what superpower would you have? I'm like, flying. I would fly, hopefully fly fast, but like just fly. That's what I would do. Just to be able, teleporting might be flying is still good. Flying is still better. I like the ability to fly. Teleporting would be nice just in the traveling aspect, right? But like I was thinking like I could just fly to Italy. Well, but wouldn't teleport being better to just go to Italy? Sorry, I'm rambling now. So I like the training stuff. I like their dynamic. I like the relationships that they are setting up for all of the characters. I love how they're layering in the sheriff and the lawyer, and then the father who is involved in something that's very extra galactic, apparently. The question is who is the boss, right? Is that going to be like Sinestro or some other famous Green Lantern villain? It's such a good show. It's setting up so much good stuff. I'm going to stop rambling. My name is Matt. I am Soup's History. I will be back every week doing the Green Lantern watch along. It's going to be fantastic. As previously mentioned, I've got over 100 reels about Superman, so if that's something you want to go check out, please check it out. And if you've already checked them out and now you're looking at some long form stuff, thanks! Come on back. I appreciate you. I'll see you all next week.